Hi everyone, my name is Christy. I'll be talking about the different challenges faced by students and also us as parents during the pandemic. How many of us have kids who were in school during the pandemic? Or how many of our kids did struggle during the pandemic? Our education took a great hit during the COVID-19 pandemic as the school was struggling on finding ways to keep their door open and at the same time keeping everyone safe. To name a few of the difficulties, we can say dealing with virtual learning is not easy, not especially for the students, also for the parents, because they had to manage their schedule, make work it around to make sure it fits the availability for their kids to be in front of that computer. Can you imagine a preschooler being in front of a computer doing work or and stuff like that? I saw my friend who had pre-K and who had to be on computer struggle, keeping him entertained in front of the computer, and also being he had a special way of learning. It was hard seeing he was struggling just to focus in front of that computer. So imagine for regular kids to be sitting in front of that computer. So the parents have to be there in order to assist and even troubleshoot. Parents became IT also during the pandemic, where they had to help the kids troubleshooting the computer if there was any issue going on. The virtual learning did not only create a toll on the kids but also on the parents. Not everyone can afford to stay at home and not go to work and assist their kids. And to keep on going, they by jumping into virtual learning, they expected all of us to be ready to tackle it head on, where it's not everyone who are tech savvy. Some people are born to be tech savvy. You can just put the computer in front of them, they'll manage and figure it out themselves. But most of the kids in our generation are pretty much capable of readily adapting to the usage of device and online education, but not all teachers and students. That's a bunch of stuff to consider with virtual learning. But we did not have time with the pandemic to process all of those. And the constant technical issues, lack of decent internet connectivity, everything played a toll on the kids, and they were getting frustrated as it wasn't going their way. The frustration sometimes kept them from focusing and listen to the teacher as the teacher was talking. Keeping our kids motivated and pay attention has been for an extended period of time has been a challenge. Being sitting in front of a computer, you are very tempted to open another website or to just turn around, or also being at home make it even harder to keep everyone motivated and paying attention to the teacher. There's like plenty of distraction at home, and the lack of interpersonal touch between the students and teachers has been hard on the kids. The first day of school used to be a day where the kids are happy to go with their new backpack, ready to meet their new teacher or meet the new friends that they will have for the school year. But sitting in front of the computer took all that away from those kids. It was hard for them to interact with each other. So being disciplined, have a discipline of waking up on time, logging in on time, and act like you were going to school. Wake up, dressed up, and be ready in front of the computer to learn. Staying at home made the kids slack a little on that end, where they weren't ready. They were in front of the computer in their PJ, or the atmosphere that they create around them. Some of them stayed in their bed, where they did not get up and went to a table to learn. Or comprehension of the subject also. When the kids needed to ask the teacher a question, they were able to just ask the teacher the question, say, I did not understand this. Can you help me understand it? Having class virtually changed everything, where if the kids did not understand a question, now you had to write a long email trying to find your words to explain what you didn't really understand. So, just to say, remote learning is not for everyone. During the pandemic, we saw a huge drop in academic grades and a lot of complaints for the parents who were struggling themselves. As a parent myself, I can say my daughter struggled, but she managed also with the school to stay on top of it, even though it was hard to keep her entertained. Everyone have different ways of learning and understanding, and virtual learning create a toll on the student, but also on the parents, where we had to change our life and welcome the change that was brought to us by the pandemic. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.